Happy virtual writing retreat day 3. How are you guys doing? What are you up to today? If you're new to my channel, my name is Kay Parquet. I'm the author of the Blossom Street Shops series. My first book is over on my website, which you can see down below in the description so that you can check it out. If you would love to, you can always join my newsletter also to get updates on future books, which I have 10 written so far. So we've got quite a few coming out in the future. So, keep an eye out for that. Join my newsletter. I'd love to have you there. I talk about quite a few things, not just romance books. So definitely join me over there. Let's see. How is everybody? And let's see who came in. Martina's here. Hello, Martina. How are you? Brandy falls into a chair at the back. Sit down, girl. Inka's here. Hey, Inka. Hi, Sarah. How's everything going with the move? Lacey jumping over from Mel's stream. Hello. Thank you for coming. Hey, Bryn. How you doing? Brandy, don't forget. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I saw some talk below that yes, the like button does matter. It helps with the algorithms, which is nice for me, for people to find me and, follow my streams and stuff like that. So yes, the like button it actually does very much matter. And I appreciate you hitting it if you do. Let's see. Marty, hi, how are you? I don't think I've seen you here before. Hayden, don't think I've seen you here either. A Southern writer. Where are you from? I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. Let's see. Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline. Excited to be here. I'm excited you're here. Nicole, thanks for saying that. Not to be adult, but I didn't realize liking with just thumbs upping matters. Yeah, that's what I was reading before. But yeah, it does. And I appreciate every single one that I get. Let's see. Heather, hey, how are you? Yes, Nicole, it's good for the channel and you because it affects the algorithm. Yes. Mel's here. Hi, friends. I'm done with edits. You're done? You got, like, completely done with everything? Because you just, like, pushed through those edits. That is awesome. If I had confetti. So, confetti, confetti. But time to move on to planning. Heather, you're more likely to see the things you want with the algorithms and hitting the like button and stuff like that. Yeah. Kinsey, hello, popped over from Mel Sprints. Might take a break with the first sprint and then get back to it. I was actually going to suggest that we have a self-care sprint for that first sprint. Now, I don't have a cool timer like Mel does, but I suggest that we do that if you've been sitting there, especially since 9 a.m. this morning with Mel. So let's do the first sprint as an intentional self-care sprint. And then we'll jump into a 50-minute and then another 20-minute cool down sprint so that we can go over into Anja sprints after that. Let's see. Nadeem, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Homeschool's here. I know what your name is, but I can never remember it and I apologize. So if you want to tell me what it is again, I'll try to remember this time. I'm sorry. Sarah, it's slow going with the move. Buying a house takes forever. Yes, it does. It does. And so does moving, especially as far as you're moving across the country. Elizabeth, good morning. How are you? Bryn, way to go to Mel. Absolutely. Hayden, excuse me. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a history major with a creative writing minor and lifelong Middle Tennessee native. That's awesome. I've driven through Tennessee so many times. Let's see. VT, good morning. The otters are back. Yesterday's kitties were so cute. Well, we'll see if it stays on the otters today, because like sometimes it goes out to the bay and then I try to switch it up. So we'll see if it stays there today. Let's see. Marty, self-care sounds great. Yes, it does. Elizabeth Hayden, I'm in Atlanta. Ooh, so nearby. I know there are a bunch of authors in this area that I know from Heart Breathings. So it's fun to get together with people and it just devolves into chaos half the time. So that's cool too. Homeschool, Ebony. Okay, cool. I'll try to remember that, I promise. All right, so this is going to be our first sprint. Please, if you've been sitting there since 9 a.m. with Mel, please take this as a self-care sprint. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up and move around because I really need to get some more water and probably do a couple of little things that are not writing. So take this opportunity to get up, move around, get some water, do whatever you need to do, but please take care of yourself. All right, so 20 minutes on the clock. I'll see you guys on the other side, and I expect to hear about what you did for self-care. All right, you guys, what did you do for self-care? Hold on, let me switch this over. I got up, moved around quite a bit actually. Made myself a snack, got some water, put up some post-its on my Kanban board, and that's pretty much what I got done during that 20 minutes. So it just got me out of my chair because I've been sitting here all morning because I have been up since 3 a.m. Don't ask me why my brain wakes me up then, but I have been awake since 3 a.m. I didn't start working though until about 8. So I took a break to allow myself to wake up for a while before I did anything. Let's see where I left off. Hayden's only been to Atlanta once. Love to go back. I have driven through there. Haven't really been there, if that makes sense. Ebony, yes, thanks Bill for the sprint caught the last few minutes. Hey, you came and you showed up for yourself. Sherry, babies are swimming. Yes, they're actually active. I was so caught up in my blog post that I didn't realize it was after 11. I'll be working on the blog probably for a couple of hours, revamping and stuff. Are you rewriting or are you writing from scratch? Are you doing research? What kind of blog post is it? Heather had to step away and talk to hubby. Pretty tired. Oh, and I'm sorry. Not enough sleep last night, so self-care will be sipping some coffee and closing my eyes for a bit. Good. Hey, Steph. Yes, the otters are on. Otters take priority. If the otters go out to the bay, then it's time for kitties. Let's see, Martina, I did some light stretching, made another cup of coffee, and decided to extend that self-care time. Good. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Journaling next. Brandy took some trash out and forgot water. I went and got mine because I totally forgot mine too while I was running around doing stuff. Marty got up and stretched and got water. Also sorted some puzzle pieces. Sarah, I'm scanning files and watching Shark Week. Oh boy. I can't watch Shark Week because I have thalassophobia, which is the fear of what's in water, not necessarily water itself. But like, I can't go on cruise ships and stuff because it just terrifies me. What if I fall in? You know, stuff like that. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I have never had any type of incident or anything like that. It just scares the poop out of me. Let's see. Jacqueline journaled a bit and did an under eye mask. Also took the dog out. Under eye mask is a good idea. I should do that because I haven't done it this week. Martina, my printer was louder than you. Why did you get up at 3? Oh goodness, that's a pretty loud printer. I just, sometimes, I don't know. My brain wakes me up at 3 a.m. or pain wakes me up at 3 or 4 a.m. Sometimes it really depends on the day. But once I'm up, I'm up. I can't go back to sleep. It's just once my brain is awake, I'm awake and I have to get up because I hate laying in bed. I just cannot stand laying in bed. Let's see, Sarah, I used to live in Atlanta, wonderful city and surrounding area. The traffic, though, oh my gosh, don't get me started on traffic in the DC area because not even gonna start. Ebony pulled out some vegetable seeds for fall planting. Ooh, what kind of veggies? Walked around the house, picking up dishes. Hey, that's still getting up and moving around. Kinsey got some snacks for me and husband and did a little reading. Awesome. Hayden, I showered, pulled my hair back, did some mental tinkering with a different project to get myself into writer mode brain. That's awesome. I do that too. Collected my writing tools and set up my desk for the next sprint. Ooh. Jacqueline, oh my gosh, me too. Are you talking about getting up in the middle of the night, or are you talking about can't lay there in bed? Kinsey, my mom has that same fear. Really? I haven't met many people that have that fear. I really haven't. Usually it's people that are afraid of water, but not necessarily what's in it. So, yeah. Jacqueline, love the concept. Oh, so you're talking about the thalassophobia. Okay. Love the concept of the ocean. Used to go in all the time, but as I got older, I got more and more afraid of what's in it. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't have anything happen. I don't know. Soldat, I have the same issue. I'm terrified of everything that's in the water. No problem with water itself. Never heard what kind of phobia it is before. Yeah, thalassophobia is a real phobia, definitely for sure, because obviously quite a few of us have it. Laura, 628 words. Awesome. Good job. Bryn, self-care sprint, running off to take a shower. Hey, that works. It's taking care of yourself, right? Elizabeth, I used to live in DC before Atlanta. DC traffic, heavier but more predictable. I don't know about that. I used to drive for my job like so many miles per day. It was ridiculous how much I had to drive. I don't know if it's predictable sometimes, but I'm going to put a pin in it there, okay? Let's do our 50-minute sprint. There is a 20-minute sprint after that to cool down, and then we will head over to Ange. But as for now, I will see you guys on the other side of this 50. Good luck. All right, you guys, how did you do? So I I just could not get into writing mode. So I read a little bit. I'm reading this book on burnout because I will be giving a burnout workshop this coming Saturday with Scroll and Scribe. And if you are not part of Scroll and Scribe, I think the link is in the description at the bottom, but check it out. That's Mel's coaching service, and they have a bunch of stuff that you can sign up for. You don't have to sign up for like the whole dealio or anything like that, but workshops on Saturday, I believe, are something separate that you can sign up for. Mel, please, you know, correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'll be giving a workshop on burnout on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm, you know, if you stop learning, you're no longer an expert, and you're an expert if you have experience. So I need to continue learning, and I love continuing to learn. So that's something I was working on too. And I also chatted a bit. Let's see, where did I leave off? I lost it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, Heather, after watching Jaws as a kid, I definitely had philosophophobia for years. I'll get flashbacks every once in a while. Yeah, so it's philosophophobia. Philosophophobia, I think we talked about later down, is a band. And because I think I remember that being a band. And then Hayden confirmed it. But yeah, I also looked it up, and philosophophobia also means the fear of philosophy, which is like so weird to me because I loved philosophy and sociology in college. That was like two of my favorite classes. Don't ask me why I didn't major in those, but yeah. Let's see. Jenna came in. Hey Jenna, how you doing? Lacey, 2,491 words for the day's work. I didn't do a good job recording the words per sprint. That's okay. I hope I get in more later, but for now I have to do mom life. Well, that's important. Let's see. Whoa, hello, it jumped on me. Hold on a second. Hayden, I did some sketching. I almost said scratching. I did some sketching and had some Instagram time. Now it's time for actual writing with 22 minutes to go. So how did you do? Jenna explained that all words are technically words. Missy, hi everyone. I decided not to write this weekend. I just needed a break, but we'll use what's left of the sprints to prepare and print out new planner pages for the next couple of months. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Brandy read through 3 chapters and made notes. Also enjoying some iced coffee from my kiddo. That was very sweet of her to bring you some coffee. Hayden did a sketch for side character and then wrote 409 words. I've done some work on a scene that's hard to describe, but the mental image of what's going on is clear, something to be fixed in revision. See, when I do describing scenes and stuff, so I do a lot of exposition, and I know that some people don't like that, and some people do like that, but that's just how I write. I tend to do a lot of exposition. I get fairly verbose sometimes too. But if I have a scene that I'm having difficulty describing, then I will go do research and look up pictures. And from those pictures, I will write short little paragraphs to describe the picture itself so that it kind of gets my brain like moving on. I don't know if that makes sense, but it gets my brain moving. Mel, working on next week's plan. Good idea. Jacqueline, 772 words and a bunch of research. Awesome. Kinsey got 837 words. Got a little distracted in the middle, but got back into it. That's all that matters. Laura, 1,188 words. I'm bouncing between writing bonus epilogues for a special edition bundle of short stories and a new short romance. Awesome. I tend to bounce back and forth too. A lot. Ask Mel and Brandy. They are constantly like, you need to be focusing on this one. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Marty, I'm writing quotes to start each chapter. So far, I've done about half of them. Inca got 730 words. I have 4 more scenes of this book to write, and then I'm done with this book. Ooh, you are booking it. That made more sense in my head. You're fine. You're fine. Sherry, I finished 2 blog posts. Nice. Updated the theme of my blog and did a couple of social media posts. I'm going to go outside and read for a bit. That sounds like a good a good thing to do. Let me change this over real quick. We are going to do a 20-minute sprint. This is our cool down until we go over and get to Anja's sprints. I will post her link in the chat if she has her sprint up, which she probably does at this point. But yeah, so 20 minutes on the clock. I'm going to put a pin in the comments, and I will see you guys on the other side. Good luck. All right, you guys, that was our last sprint. Let me pause this real quick. That was our last sprint. I am so glad you guys showed up for yourselves today, and I'm very proud of you for what you got done. So over the course of this VWR, if you have not been taking care of yourself, please do so, because it's been a long weekend. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for my regular sprints. I won't be at any other sprints today because I do have a hard boundary on the weekends that the afternoons are for myself and my husband. So I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good day, and yeah, bye.